This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Well, good morning, everyone. So great to see you. It is Wednesday, August 7th. I'm Michelle Lee.
And I'm Sydney Stallworth. Now, we've got team coverage of the Missouri primary election results. But first, we want to check in with our Rennie Knott, who is live in Paris. Rennie, what do you have in store for us today? I think he can hear us. I hope he can.
I can hear you. I can hear you. It's a little bit of a delay. First of all, good morning to you guys. We're going to hear from Brandon Miller, who ran in the men's 800 meters earlier this morning. That was the preliminary. I'll let you know if he's advanced on. Also, we're going to hear from Freddie Crittenden, who's getting ready to run in the semifinals tonight of the men's 100-meter high hurdles. And let's get over to Anthony Slaughter right now, because Anthony, this has been the pick day so far in Paris. Mild, little overcast, but I'm not sweating, my friend. I'm not sweating.
Nice. Well, it's a pick day here, too, so we're on the same schedule, and good to see you this morning. We are watching clouds, like Rennie said, over there in Paris. Clouds there, too, but we do have a great deal of cloud cover and even persistent drizzle that has been falling overnight. So the ground is wet, car parked outside as well, and, well, the clouds will linger for the first half of the day. 77 by lunchtime, a high of 82 degrees. Yeah, that's it for today. A nice change from the extreme heat. It's all because the cold front swung through overnight, and now we're on the back end of it. We are going to track Debbie as we go through the morning, the remnants of that hurricane, now a tropical storm, and also go over the weekend forecast. That is coming up in the full forecast in just a few minutes. Let us get an update on our roadways now and say good morning to Paul. Hey, Paul.
Good morning, Anthony. Yeah, there are some hot spots I wanted to share with you that we're always watching for, because we are everywhere as far as traffic goes. And these are a few in St. Charles County, O'Fallon, and, well, St. Peter's, also Chesterfield. Let me show you. So you're looking here at the Westplex, and we want to see if these places are bogging down. 70 at K, TR Hughes. Arrow right now. If you're leaving in the next few minutes, you should be fine. What about you're moving here on 40 as an option 270? Moving fine there on 40 eastbound at 364. You just have that construction we talked about here. St. Charles Rock Road really going down to one lane near Lindbergh. We'll have another take of traffic coming your way soon.
Thanks so much, Paul. This morning, we want to get to the results. The results are in for the 2024 Missouri primary, and we've got team coverage of the biggest races with Travis Cummings live in U-City following that heated race between Cori Bush and Wesley Bell.
But first, let's start with our Mercedes McKay, who's live in downtown St. Louis with who will be on the ballot this November for governor. Mercedes.
Michelle and Sydney, this morning we now know who will go head-to-head in the race for Missouri governor. Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe will be on the Republican side, State Representative Crystal Quade for the Democrats. So let's break down those numbers. Kehoe actually beat out 8 other Republicans. The Lieutenant Governor won 39% of the votes. State Senator Bill Eigel of St. Charles County had 33%. Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft had 23%. Kehoe has been Lieutenant Governor since 2018. Now here's a breakdown of the top votes on the Democratic side. State Representative Crystal Quade beat out 4 other Democrats. She won 50% of the votes, beating out food franchise owner Mike Hamra, who had 32% of the votes. We were able to hear from both Kehoe and Quade at their watch parties.
Just 4 or 5 months ago, we were down 35 points. But we believed in our cause, but more importantly, you believed in us.
This race has shown us that every corner of the state, folks are ready for something different. Missouri is ready for a governor who puts its people first.
Coming up in our next half hour, I'll break down the platforms both Kehoe and Quade are running on. Now, another big race we've been following all year long is the race for Missouri's 1st congressional district. Let's head out to our Travis Cummings in U-City. Travis, tell us who won that Democratic nomination.
Yeah, Mercedes, it was a hotly contested and expensive primary here for the Democrats last night, and I can tell you this, both of those watch parties were very heated up last night. And so in the end, voters chose St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell over incumbent U.S. House Representative Cori Bush to lead the ticket here in November. Now let's get into the numbers. Let's dive into those just so you can see how things went last night. Bell unseated Bush after she served 2 terms, taking 51% of the vote, just over 63,000 votes. Bush took 46% of voters, or 56,000 votes. And again, this is for the 1st Congressional District, which covers parts of St. Louis County, like here in U City and all of St. Louis City. Our team was at both watch parties. Again, Bell thanked many of his supporters and talked about his future goals if elected. Meanwhile, Bush, in a passionate concession speech, said despite losing, she still has work to do.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I will say this, y'all. We still have an election to win on November 5th, which happens to be my birthday, you know, right?
What my issue is my people not getting what they need. And at the end of the day, whether I'm Congresswoman or not, I'm still taking care of my people.
Now, Bell will face our Republican nominee Andrew Jones in November, although Democrats are favored to take this seat in the U.S. House. Coming up in the next half hour, what Bell is hoping to accomplish. We're live in the Delmar Loop. Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
All right, thanks so much, Travis. There were 2 amendments on the ballot this week that we want to get to. Missourians did not pass Amendment 1, which would have granted some people and organizations a tax exemption for providing child care. And incumbent Vivek Malik secured the Republican nomination for state treasurer with twice as many points as Andrew Koenig. Take a look there. Governor Mike Parson appointed Malik to the position back in December of 2022.
Incumbent Republican Josh Hawley now faces Lucas Kunce in the race for U.S. Senate. Our political editor Mark Maxwell and political analyst Anita Mannion look ahead to November.
In the Senate primary for the Democrats, Lucas Kunce gets off the schneid. He clears the hurdle he couldn't clear 2 years ago when he lost to Trudy Busch Valentine. Now, nearly a clean sweep. He wins almost. Let's look at the heat map. I mean, a lot of color in the middle of the state. Lucas Kunce getting 250,000 votes there. You see that he did pretty well. We'll turn the heat map off. He's now debating Josh Hawley about whether there will be a debate. Josh Hawley congratulating him, but then challenging him right away to debate at the state fair next week, and they're going back and forth over it. Anita Mannion, what does this Senate race look like as this sprint toward November starts to take place?
Yeah, Lucas Kunce in his last primary performed better outstate than Trudy Busch Valentine did. And now he's finally getting what he wanted, shot at the general race. And I hope they debate. I hope they debate multiple times. I think, you know, the public has a thirst for these debates and a lot of incumbents don't want to do them.
And Josh Hawley, last time we saw him debate somebody like this was Claire McCaskill, the incumbent. Right. He was the one raging against the incumbent. Now Lucas Kunce is coming at him and he's got 6 years of baggage to hit him with. Yeah. That changes the dynamic a little bit.
Do you think he's going to show up in his t-shirt, stay on brand? So yeah, he's coming in as the insurgent, right? And so we'll see if how he performs in that debate.
Brace yourself for tough guy politics in this Senate election. We have a matchup now. Lucas Kunce, Josh Hawley, November 5th. Set your calendars. That's what the Senate race is going to look like. We'll have continuing coverage for you with more of these big races throughout the rest of the morning.
And for all primary election results, all you have to do is text the word results to 314-425-5355, and we'll send you a link.
He's not just happy to be here. He want to make a statement.
A John Burroughs grad just finished his first Olympic race. Randy's going to join us live from Paris with Brandon Miller's results and the reaction.